Hello YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Agricraft 5. Ooh, what's going on? Just tap me out. Why'd you do this? Anyway, so we are going to get started this episode on looking at making the Flux Wave inverter, I believe it's called. And to do that we need to make an alloy furnace, which is going to require 3 gold plates to get started with. So let's have a look if I got any gold plates around. Probably somewhere. Oh, I could make some anyway, even if I don't have any. So we'll do that. We've got some more bread. Exciting. Didn't think I'd have that. Okay, so put that in the furnace. Put these eggs away in there for now. So we need that. We're going to need some iron plates. We need 8 of those. 8 iron plates. We're still powering our base off eggs at the moment, which is certainly an entertaining way of doing things, and an unusual one for me, I will admit. So you may have noticed a few things have changed, at least in my inventory. I've now got a cobalt axe, and I've done a little bit of stuff with the pickaxe, but not a lot. I spent a little bit of time off camera, basically just setting things up that I hadn't had set up before. Alright, so we got that. We need a block of smooth stone to make the controller with, I believe. Like so. Yep. And I need 4 glass. What else do I need to make this thing with? 4 more stone. Okay. Alright, let's make the IO controller. Like so. 2 more glass. Yeah, that's the other thing. I also upgraded these to iron chests because I was running out of space to put things in. So that's a change. As well. Right, so next thing I want to do with this then, I don't really want to dismantle these machines. I'll lose a bunch of stuff if I do that, which is kind of annoying actually. Okay, we're going to move this so that we can put stuff a different way. Let's get some more cabling. I'm going to go this way around, pop the alloy furnace down, and pop. Actually, no, we'll leave it there for now, but that's where we're going to put stuff for the time being. This thing uses a lot of power, and it's mainly because it's just inefficient with the way it handles eggs. So now we've got an alloy furnace, we can make steel, which is the thing I needed for the Flux Wave inverter. The Flux Inverter, sorry. Not Flux Wave inverter. I need 6 of these. Started. I need a steel casing which creates 8 steel, which is going to require quite a bit of coal because the recipe for steel requires a lot of coal. And requires a bit of iron. It's 16 iron to make this much steel with. We should find that works out quite nicely in the end. And there's just a block of redstone and a block of glowstone. So we need 4 blocks of glowstone, 2 blocks of glowstone, and 2 blocks of redstone. Like so. Yeah, you can see a couple things have got like 2 energy value things on them. I will need to work on that, but it's just weird stuff. I don't know what's up with that, but it's not too bad. Anyway, this is nearly done, which is good. I should probably take this out and put it into the plate former while I'm at it, because that's where it's going to have to go. So I'm trying to do this quite quickly because I would like to. I need more gold plates, which, whoops, didn't realise I needed 12 rather than 6, so I wasn't really counting properly. The reason I need this steel is because, we'll see this, and the reason I want to make this Flux Wave, the Flux Inverter, is because I want to make a jetpack from mechanism, and I want to be able to convert to mechanism power from my power, because I can't do that without the Flux Inverter. I keep calling it a Flux Wave transformer, and that's the other one. That's the one that turns into long wave energy from shortwave. I don't need all this coal. I grabbed too much coal apparently. That's fine. I'm happy that I grabbed too much, because otherwise I'd have had to use so much coal. I need 8 of this. I need some sand as well being smelted. Do I have any sand? I'm gonna say no. What around this chest here? Fair bit. 28, that should be fine. Let's get that going as well. Might as well take this stuff out at the moment. Can't do that yet. Actually, I don't need the glass, but whatever. It's fine. I thought I was making Machine IO controllers again. Right, so that makes 2 Flux Inverters. I only really needed 1, but I'm making 2, because I might need 1 later. So the Flux Inverter, you connect from the bottom, like so, and it will convert energy into redstone flux, which I can use to power something like the metallurgic infuser from what's it called? Mechanism. So I grab myself some osmium, or I don't think I can. I don't think I support this in my crusher yet. No, that's in the next version, which I haven't got installed currently. Cool. I'll leave that in there as well, just for now. What am I doing? Right, so I only needed 1 of these to start off with, but it's fine. Take that furnace. Did I need another furnace, was it? I needed 2 of those, so yeah, another furnace required. 3. I now have a cobblestone chest as well, because I was running out of space, so which is this one up here. So those 4 iron and 2 redstone. Right, so I should now be able to make a furnace. Easy enough. And a metallurgic infuser, which I can plug in there for now. That should get power. Or not. Okay. Why would you not be getting power? Probably because they don't support the Forge API for energy, so I may have to make some of this conductive iron, whatever that is. How do I make that? Alloying with destabilized redstone and molten iron. How do I make destabilized redstone in here? Okay, so I should just be able to put redstone dust in here. I'll put 4 in or something like that here, just to get started. That should go in theory. Yeah, it looks like it is. And some iron. Wait for that to rise a bit higher, I guess. A lot of stuff that I pay attention to, I guess. That's kind of interesting that universal cables do not, not universal cables, but these machines do not support the Forge Energy API. That's very surprising. I actually doubt it to some degree. Let's see. Can I make one of these? Did I half the amount of energy? Okay, I did actually half the amount of coal you needed for these then. That's good, because it used to require 8 and now it requires 4, which makes far more sense. 8 is just like, it takes far too much, surely. Okay, that's interesting. So it doesn't even connect to it. That's really strange. Okay. Didn't expect that to not work. I thought it would. Hoping that redstone's going still. It is still going. It's very slow about it. Very, very slow about it. As you can see, we make a lot of eggs at the chicken farm at this point, so I think we'll have enough power to manage things, even if it's being used really inefficiently at the moment, but I think we should be fine. I was hoping for this episode to be more productive than it has been so far, but had a few issues, obviously. Wow, we're using a lot of energy. We're producing more. There we go, that's good. That's 400 to stabilize redstone. How much do I need per iron, was it? Slightly more iron, okay. The 25 to 36. So if that's 400, I don't know. We'll need like another 2 iron probably, but which we'll get around to when we get there. So we go energy conduit. Which we need to make a conduit binder, which requires gravel, sand, and clay. Got sand. I'm sure I've got gravel somewhere. If not, I can make some gravel. Clay, I know I mined some earlier. Some more gravel. I did mine some earlier, but I don't know where it's gone. I've probably gone. There it is. Yeah, I went past it. There's some gravel there too. Alright, so we make conduit binder composite or something like that. Alright, so a bunch of that because I might need it later. This how much does this produce when you smelt it? 2, okay. So a vast stack of it then. That's pretty good. So we got 4 ingots of conductive iron. Oh, that was all the redstone actually. Okay. So just pipe that out. These aren't very good quality cables, but they should hopefully work for what I'm doing, in theory. But I hope they will. So they do connect to my stuff, and this should connect into the metallurgic infuser quite easily. There we are. Very good. So the metallurgic infuser, if I have a look at this jetpack, we need that to make these basic control circuits using redstone and osmium. So if I grab myself an osmium ingot and a piece of redstone, I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio, in theory. That will make me a control circuit, which I need for that. So if I now see 2 osmium, so I might as well smelt up another like 16 of this, I think. Take that out for now. And there. So I can make a gas tank now, which is nice. Get the gas tank made. Gas tank, I'm going to need 2 of these actually, in theory. Thank you for putting yourself in there. Just where I didn't need you to be. I need that in up mode, otherwise it's going to send energy the wrong way. I'm going to need a second gas tank now as well, because I will need one for putting gas into. And then the rest, I believe, is quite cheap. It's just tin and steel. So I can make steel quite nicely. And I've got tin here. Steel on the other hand. Have I got coal still? Still got coal. Good. One more of them. Actually, I don't need that. I need 8 of this, don't I? Actually, we'll just make a bunch of it. We'll make 4 steel. Just in case I need a little bit more later. I'm sure I will, so, you know, may as well hold on to it. Cool, so now we should be able to make a jetpack like this, and then the control circuit at the top makes a jetpack. And now all I need is an electrolytic separator, which requires enriched alloy. 2 of those, electrolytic core, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enriched alloy, which is 7 of these, and 7 iron. The metallurgic infuser. Like so. Alright, so that'll get going, and we should find that that works in the end. In theory. Yeah, there we go, cool. And we're going to need some gold dust. We need, for the electric core, we need gold dust and iron dust as well, so we'll do that. 2, put that in the crusher here. Quite easy. Of course, it's going to pipe it into the back here, where I don't need it to be. And gold dust. Awesome. 3 of those. I need 4. I need 1 more for the core. 2 redstone and 4 iron. Cool. It's 5 enriched alloy, should be enough to make this thing. The other two were redstone. No? Oh, osmium dust. Okay. That's annoying. I've got my osmium here, so we should be alright. Osmium dust. Can I not make osmium dust? This could be an issue. I can't actually make osmium dust from this stuff. How do I make osmium dust? The crusher. Osmium dust is made. Engineer's hammer, I suppose I could use. Piece of string, 2 iron and 3 sticks. That should make this a bit easier for me, I suppose. I'll take this stuff out for now while I make this. Like so. Engineer's hammer with these. Okay, that's not right. Oh, it's osmium ore, that's why. That'll explain it. So, one here. That makes one of those. I need a second one. Hammer again. 2 osmium dust. So I combine these 2 osmium dusts. Here. Gold and iron. Makes an electrolytic core. The electrolytic separator is made like so. So the electrolytic separator requires power and water to function. This setup is very messy, by the way. It will be better in time, for sure. And if I, say, grab a bucket of water for this thing, I should be able to place water into it via this bucket, I think. That's another thing, I made a hemp farm as well, because I needed string a while ago. Can I place water into this here? I can, good. So hydrogen comes out that side and oxygen comes out that side. We need hydrogen. So pop this here and you see it fills up with hydrogen. I can put the jetpack in here, it will start filling out with hydrogen. I will have it dumping excess oxygen if necessary. So let's go grab some more water to feed this thing. And we will start making hydrogen gas at quite a good rate, I think. And we'll have oxygen as well if necessary, but I don't know what I'll need that for. I think it's the scuba tank or whatever it's called. Requires that. Whatever it is in this game, I don't actually know. How much hydrogen have we got in here? Not a lot so far, but it's still more than nothing. So I'll grab a few more buckets as well and see if we get this to go. I'll make the system less messy when I actually have a proper setup somewhere. Probably some kind of building, as opposed to this sort of mess in the corner of the base. Yeah, I'll probably build it like on top of the peak up there, but I'll need to move like my work site as well if I want to do that. But anyway, we have a jetpack now, and it's only taken us like 19 minutes to set up the infrastructure, which isn't terrible, really. So another thing you may have noticed is this this glowstone here. This is actually from Chisel and Bits. Chiseled it down so it was only 1 block thick, and it's to light up the farm while also covering the water source so I can just walk over it. Without any issues. So I'll grab another 2 buckets of water, I think. Right. Yeah, it's looking good so far. This jetpack is indeed filled. Obviously, with the addition of the jetpack, we can make a lot of changes to the base, and perhaps work on modifying what we have already. It will allow me to spread my workspace out quite a bit more, because obviously living on this little plateau here, you know, it's quite small. Of course, we haven't used a huge amount of it yet, but it is still pretty small. And if I want to do proper farms like what I've got here, I want to sort of sprawl out into the area surrounding, I'd imagine. Because having it up here would be okay, but I don't need access to it at all times, so it doesn't necessarily have to be right next to me. So my sort of plan is that I'm going to be starting doing forestry farms. That's a thing I'm going to be doing, and I'm also going to be starting on Railcraft. I have quite a fun idea as well. We're going to make a forestry farm. We're going to use minecarts to bring it back to the base. Because I normally just do pipes, and pipes are good and all that, but I haven't done Railcraft for so long, and I sort of feel like I've always had it in the mod pack but never used it. But I've always wanted it to be there, despite the fact that it's not used. So yeah, I really want to basically try it out, as it were. How are we doing for power now? I'm guessing not brilliant. Yeah, this thing uses a lot of power, doesn't it? Already like nearly out. Is there a spider just got in here? Get out of here, you. And that gas tank is dangerous as well. Okay, so we're out of power pretty much. Where's this thing getting? So this obviously must store quite a bit, I'm guessing. I've completely forgotten the numbers on half of my machines, to be honest. Because that was a lot of eggs we just got through. Wow. That's crazy. So I'm going to have to make some more. Looks like. Where's the skillet at? There it is.